Okay, so I washed these last night. I forgot to put them in the dryer, so I'm making sure they're not rank. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. I know it keeps. So I was on. I don't know where these guys keep finding me or whatever, but some random dude fucking adds me and some shit, some bullshit. Like looking at the dude like he crazy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever he talking about, man, I ain't got nothing to do with it. This dude adds me on Twitter, gang banging. Like, bang, you know, set tripping for Fury. And I'm like looking at him, you know, he throwing all kind of people out there on me. You know, he's saying, oh, the ODBC guys, and that's why Coach Malachi and this and the third, blah, blah, blah. I don't even listen to Coach Malachi. I got my thing, Coach Malachi got his own thing, and that's it. That's what it is. But nah, I don't listen to that dude, so nothing to be mad about or upset about. Plus, you know, it is what it is. People got opinions, and you either like them or you don't. You know what I'm saying? And you just keep it pushing. You know, as far as me being, he over there saying I'm in the LDBC or whatever, you know, I'm not. So you can go on and have that, homie. But making this video to say that I don't know what the hell wrong with people these days, man. They go around literally harassing people, you know, not minding their own business. There was a skunk around here. No, a real live skunk. He around here somewhere. And on that note, hold up. Let's see what's under here. Let's see what we got. Any snakes? Y'all see something? Nope. Nope, nothing under there. I thought something had been under there. Thought something. Well, anyways, like I was saying, you know, I don't know what's up with these guys. You know, people, I don't know, you know, they get on the internet, they bored, and they just go around just like fucking with people for no reason. You know, that's one thing I noticed when it comes to especially Twitter. You know, it don't matter what, you know, where they from, what color, just people they don't got nothing to do with their life, but to go around fucking with people. And it shows a lot of the time, you know what I'm saying? You know, people like to see that shit. They like to crowd jump people on social media. You see it all the times. You know what I'm saying? And y'all some sad individuals, man. Y'all need to get y'all shit together, man, because that's some sad ass shit when you literally going around just fucking with people. And then the thing that really, the other thing what it is too, is like the dude's talking about Tyson Fury. Like, Tyson Fury this, Tyson Fury that. He beat Wilder. He beat him the fourth time. And all this other shit. And I'm like I'm like reading the comments. I'm like, what's wrong with this dude? I'm like I think there's something wrong with that dude. Cause I didn't ask for shit. He just randomly found me and at me on one of his tweets like he wanted attention. And that's one thing I always noticed, you know, with people on social media, whether or not they can't come off as being crazy, they come off as being nutty or whatever the case may be. A lot of these cats, man, they get on social media and they're a whole different motherfucking person. These cats ain't like this in life. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who it is. I don't care who you watching. I don't care who it is. Most of these guys you listen to, they do not act like that in real life. Y'all gave them suckers that power. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers think it's all fine and dandy on the internet, but in real life they ain't got shit to do. Ain't no way in hell I'm going live 4, 6, 8 hours in one motherfucking day, all goddamn day, and I ain't retired and I ain't got shit else going on. You get it, motherfuckers get off work, you know what I'm saying? They get straight on this motherfucking social media thing and go live with their homies for the next 5, 6 motherfucking 8 hours. Y'all got something wrong with y'all, bro. Do something. Do something. I don't care what. I don't want to hear all that. Oh, I'm successful. I work for Whoop the Whoop company and this and the third. But you on the internet 8, 6 motherfucking hours fucking with people. And half y'all talk boxing and act like a bunch of know-it-alls. That right there is funny. Y'all think because motherfuckers be thinking it because they talk to a boxer, they talk to Jake Donovan, they talk to Stephanie Spinoza, they talk to Deontay Wilder, they talk to Tank Davis, they talk to Devin Haney, they talk to Boots, they talk to this dude, they talk to that guy, they talk to Rick Glaser, they talk to this dude, like all of a sudden you know something. All of a sudden, because some dude went over there and gave you the learn the business of boxing for dummies, and now all of a sudden you think you know something. The motherfuckers, if that was the case, motherfucker, y'all would have gotten the boxing game, and these cats would have ran circles around your ass. Yeah, run circles around you. Yeah, run circles. You give your suggestions and opinions. That's what I do. Give my suggestions and my opinions. And really half the time I shouldn't even be suggesting shit because I ain't qualified to be suggesting shit to these motherfuckers anyways. I can give them my without, prefer and stuff like that. But as far as suggestions, a lot of motherfuckers, including myself, is not qualified to be giving these dudes suggestions. You're gonna give somebody that's running the multi-million-dollar business suggestions. You're gonna give a fighter on suggestions on how he should go about with his boxing career or how to negotiate for a contract. You can say, hey, I would have preferred for them just to make the fight. I would have preferred for this, then the third. That's different. You ain't qualified to give. None of y'all ain't qualified. None of us. I mean, there's a small few of dudes. Small few that should be giving the suggestions. Everybody else should just be giving their opinion. And some people they should just shut the fuck up. And they should just cold-heartedly shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think they triv and until one of these dudes put you to one of these people in the business of boxing, put you in your motherfucking place. But guess what you gonna do? The motherfuckers gonna end up lying on their channel. They gonna end up talking out of their ass so they can save face with their motherfucking fans. That ain't cool. It happens all the time. And half these cats, they be burning their bridges anyways. I don't understand how I hate to say it. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. Cause I'm trying not to talk about like people in I keep doing that because there's no seams out here. They call them no seams because you could barely see them. And they dig in your motherfucking skin and there's not like a mosquito bite, but sometimes them motherfuckers can linger like one. But anyways, back to what I was saying, a lot of these cats, man, they is not fucking qualified. You know what I'm saying? That's like me coming on the internet talking about some gangbanging shit just because I got gangbangers in my motherfucking family, some super bloods in my family, and all of a sudden I know the gang. No, nigga, I ain't qualified. And they'd tell me that too. If they caught wind of it, they'd be like, come on, really, you can't be doing that, man. You ain't never lived that life. Only thing you know is what we tell you and whoop de whoop whoop. And that's not even half the motherfucking story because half the shit they can't tell you anyways. Oh, and I know some things. I know some things out of San Diego too, but it ain't my place to say. But these dudes, they get on the internet, they hear a couple of whispers. It ain't their place to say. They're said anyways. Let me tell y'all how this works. If you really had sources, right? If you really had sources, right? And your source told you something, right? And it happened to be wrong, right? What makes you think that somebody didn't tell your source something wrong to find out if he's the one? Huh? What happens is that? What happens if it gets back that they find out that he's the one because you said it, you said sources? Sources, people gotta stop doing that shit. Sources say, sources say, sources say. And half the time what these sources say, especially with these upcoming fights, don't do nothing. They don't do nothing but piss motherfucking people off. They don't do nothing but piss motherfucking people off. But everybody eating though. A lot of these cats on the internet, they eating pretty good. They eating pretty good. They eating pretty good. Um, damn. They eating pretty good out here. Talking about a bunch of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Talking about a bunch of fucking absolute nonsense. You know, don't you know? That's what people want to hear, and that's another thing. You know, even with me, like just because I think it's motherfucking nonsense, don't mean it's not entertaining to somebody else. So if that's what y'all motherfuckers want to hear, you know, that's what you want to hear. Like I had a conversation with the homie yesterday. You know, and I brought up Blue Blood Sports TV. I told motherfuckers, motherfuckers could cry, they could bitch and moan, they could say he don't be doing this, he be lying and all this shit, or whatever the case may be. But guess what? I bet you he know what he doing. I bet you he know what he doing. And nobody out there can contest that dude don't know what he doing. Nobody out there can contest that he don't know what he doing. Nobody. Nobody out there can contest that he don't know what he doing. You know, people want to say, oh, he ain't doing nothing, this and the third. The dude was just on TV. The dude is somewhere where a lot of people want to be. Blue Blood is somewhere where a lot of people want to be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, you know, we can sit here and knock people all day, but the best thing to do is look at the positive side of it. There's positives to a lot of things. Stop being so motherfucking negative about shit. You know what it is when you go to these people's channels. You know exactly what you're gonna fucking hear. You know it. You know it. They know it. Everybody else know it. You know? So I don't even know why y'all be acting like y'all motherfucking surprised. You know? Y'all be acting surprised. Oh, Whoop-de-Whoop said this. Oh, Whoop-de-Whoop said that. Like, fuck it. Y'all know what he doing. He about his motherfucking paper. He about his motherfucking paper. That's what that dude is about. Now, and as far as what people got to say about him and how he does his business with other people, that's his prerogative. That's his prerogative. If you don't like it, you get your ass up in there and fix it. How about that? You get your ass off that motherfucking couch, off that computer, because you be on there for 6 to 8 hours. You get up off that motherfucker and you do something about it then. But you not. You ain't about to do that. You ain't about to do that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these motherfuckers ain't about shit. Anybody else, all they do. Just like all them black power pimps over there. They got all the solutions, but they ain't got no action. Got all the solutions in the world, but ain't got no action. Yeah. I be all around. Well, I don't be all around no more. You know, sometimes I listen to people's Twitter space. I was gonna listen to Drew Tight, man, but I'm at work, so I ain't got time to be listening to it. Plus, I didn't have my headphones, cause you know there'd be a lot of niggas, bitch, nigga. I can't do it. Even though he be saying some cool stuff sometimes, but I try to catch the bright side and what everybody got to say. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just, boy, that's what I'm trying to do as of lately. Instead of being a negative motherfucker, you know, like some people do. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said there's a lot of things to watch on YouTube when it comes to the sport of boxing, as far as channels. But you just got to pick what you want to listen to. But with that, what I'm saying is, in my opinion, people should see. That's what I said. I'm not giving nobody suggestions. I'm saying, in my opinion, I think people should look at the actual individuals who they empowering. You know what I'm saying? Because we could start naming some guys, which I'm not, because they ain't said nothing. Well, one of them did, but a couple of them did. But I'm just trying to stay positive about the whole situations. You know what I'm saying? But people, they should strive to just support people who mean well to the sport of boxing instead of the people who don't mean well to the sport of boxing. That's another problem. You know, there's a lot of like, look how many people can get interviews and you know they sickly in the head, and then they go back and they saying all these dumb shits, and you just and the fighter just did an interview with them, and then they like, damn, I really just went up over there. Now you just put a bad taste in his mouth. Now they got to start looking at and vetting who the hell they gonna talk to. Some of these fighters, they can go out there and talk about boxing on YouTube with anybody. Some of these fighters can't. Now you wonder why there's a vetting process, because a lot of y'all don't know how to act. And that's why I keep trying to tell folks. There's a couple of things that you should be mindful of talking about: Jews and gay people. And if you're talking about that, and once you make it to a certain spot in this boxing game, if you was supposed to, if like the same people be running crying about Steve Kim and all these guys and stuff like that, but then look what you go and do. Then look what you go and do. You crying about Steve Kim and he shouldn't be on there. Y'all motherfuckers right now crying about Skip Bayless, rightfully so. But at the same time with that, you know what I'm saying? Look what some of y'all be doing. YouTube should have shut your shit down a long time ago. Twitter should have shut your shit down a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? See? Everything goes back in a full fucking circle. Everybody bitching and moaning and about everybody. Grow some thick skin. If you don't like what motherfuckers got to say, keep it pushing. That's why I don't follow Mike Coppinger. That's why I got Tyson Fury on mute on Twitter. That's Steve Kim and Jason Whitlock. I don't go looking for their fucking videos. I don't go look for Coach Malachi. I don't go look for H Money. You know what I'm saying? I don't go look for their fucking videos. For what? For what? I know for the sport of boxing, the guy, you know, some of these cats, for the sport of boxing, some of these cats don't mean boxing well. And they damn for sure don't mean you well if they see. That's another thing with meaning you well. You shouldn't be going on somebody, like if you're going on somebody's channel, right? And they talking all greasy and stuff, and that's inciting you to be greasy. That's inciting you not to be positive. Then why you over there? If they're inciting you to go out there and to verbally attack a boxer on social media with your fingers or in your videos, why should you be over there? You see what I'm saying? Why should you be over there? When the only thing they're trying to do is give your ass negative vibes. That don't mean nothing. That shit does not mean you well. You might feel some type of way, empowerment and stuff like that, you know, because people are agreeing with you in the chat, and you going back and forth with other people in the chat, and all y'all agreeing with it, and then all of a sudden one person say something, all y'all jump on them. You might feel good about that, but guess what? That's some negative ass shit. That's some childish bullying ass shit. This ain't high school, man. This ain't high school. This ain't gang banging and shit like that. That's the reason why I've been trying to do this for like the last 6 to 9 months, man. Just stay positive. Why do you think, like, when old boy, I wasn't yelling, I wasn't screaming, I was giving my motherfucking opinion about the situation. And that's the reason why I'll be coming with the facts from the stuff that I know. If it's a fact, I say it's a fact. If it's an opinion, I say it's opinion. That's the reason why I don't go around like some people. Like, another thing, you don't know these people, and you don't know these boxers, you don't know these promoters, you don't know these managers, you don't know these advisors, but everybody be saying this is what they think. This is what they thinking. Oh, he's scared. He's this. Blah, blah, woo, woo, woo. You know, only in certain circumstances you could say that a fighter actually quit. And the only reason why I was saying that Anthony Joshua quit, because of the whole thing with Deontay Wilder and all the back and forth with the people in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he quit or not. But it damn for sure looked like he wasn't in the right state of mind to know what was going on. Something wasn't firing off quite right. It was either that or he thought the ref was just gonna let the fight go on, and it just didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't know what happened, but it didn't look quite right. But you know, other people, they're gonna say people quit and this and the third, blah 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 with the woo, Billy Joe Sanders, blah 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 with the woo. You know what I'm saying? And you hear all the things with that, but you don't we don't know who's a quitter and who's not. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I just give my opinion. And plus, that whole thing with calling the boxer a quitter, man, that's like one of the lowest things you could call one of these dudes, man. That's like one of the lowest things you could call somebody. That's like going around right around. That's like the realm of saying you taking dives. You know, you don't want to do that shit, man, to these dudes, man. They out here to entertain people and stuff like that. And after every fight, there's a whole bunch of negativity shit with it. You know what I'm saying? When Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder the first time, you know what I'm saying? I went on, made my video, and said the nigga won, whooped his ass and all that jazz. I didn't do like some people, looked like they was crying, upset, coming out with all these excuses. And I remember saying that I didn't even want to get into the whole thing of the cheating stuff. And I remember saying this. Something's in my fucking kayak. Oh shit, I just heard that. I remember saying, quote, that that if Wilder is not willing to come out here and press the charges and all that stuff, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But even with that being said, you know, everybody know them gloves look fucking funny. When Marcelo Suleiman, after that one fight, when he was up over there talking about, oh, we gonna test Togo's gloves, the squishiness of those gloves, of Tyson Fury's glove and Togo's gloves look the same. There's a difference. When people are saying no padding, they don't mean that it doesn't have any padding. They mean it doesn't have enough. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference. And I even made a video. That went over a lot of people's minds. And the video was about, guess what? The invention of boxing gloves and why they were invented. You know what I'm saying? And that went over a lot of, cause I, went back and forth with G Funky a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they were saying that gloves are designed to protect your hands, not the opponent's face, which is fucking untrue, because then this will be bare knuckle fighting. This will be bare knuckle fighting, and people will really be fighting once or twice a year. You know what I'm saying? Due to cuts and injuries to their fucking bone structures and ligaments and their motherfucking face. You know what I'm saying? There's all kind of things that can happen when people's careers, a lot of boxers' careers would have already been over if there was no boxing gloves. Am I lying? Kell Brook, he would have been done. Paulie Malignaggi, been done. Fragile hands. Mayweather, fragile hands. Would have been done. Would have been done. You know what I'm saying? How many? What's his name? Badu Jack. If he would have got cut like that with some bare knuckles, and then go out there and do it, all that scar tissue, been done. He would have been done. It would have been motherfucking done. So y'all stop and don't give me that shit. Come with the facts and don't come with them at all. Stop giving your opinions because you know something, you know something, but you don't know why, the reasons why. The dude invented the boxing, they were called mufflers, and the reason why he invented them was because people, they could not fucking spar. There was no way for you to spar. And then they wanted to get the rich people involved, and so because they couldn't be hanging around with them boxers and stuff like that, them brutes. You know, the lady and gentleman type thing they didn't even want to get caught gambling watching it because of them brutes. You know what I'm saying? He invented the muffler so people could train, so people could come through and get into it. You know what I'm saying? And they started noticing that people were lasting longer with the mufflers, aka boxing gloves. We could have more fights a year with these mufflers on. You know why? Because it ain't bare knuckles. Just that's why I don't see what clicks with people when they coming up with all this stuff. A lot of people just shoot from the hip. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't got no other choice. It sounds good. And then some people, they just, you know what? It could be they really think that it's factual. They really think it's factual. You know what I'm saying? And there's no slight to them or nothing like that. But that's how it is sometimes until somebody that's that you can trust or that you trust or that you could believe or that you respect comes through and tells you so. You know what I'm saying? So it's no slight at the dude or nothing like that. It's just that's just the way it is with life. You know what I'm saying? Until you trust but verify, you can't just be listening to everybody because it sounds good. But y'all could go and look it up yourself. Jack Broughton, he was the inventor of the first boxing gloves, and they were called mufflers. So, and you can start looking at the incline of how many fights people were having per year, and you can see the incline of the injuries, how they went down. Then you can look at bare knuckle fighting, and then you can look at boxing. You can be like, Then you can look at UFC with them little bitty ass gloves. People getting knocked out. And look at them UFC dudes that come in box. They don't have half the power. They don't have half the power that they had in the octagon. It's supposed to be mixed martial arts, but it seems like a lot of these cats don't even know how to throw a proper punch. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know how to throw a proper punch. That's the thing that be getting me. I would just be shaking my head because a lot of these cats they be knocking people out. They be knocking people out the park. They be knocking people out the park. They don't know how to throw proper punches. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know who. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I do see some good some good techniques when it comes to the fisticuffs in UFC. I do be seeing some people how they going to the body and going upstairs, slapping dudes in the hitting dudes in the elbow, to trap their arm so they can go upstairs. Some of them guys be having some mean motherfucking feints. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about the spinning back fist. That's just like if you ain't used to catching that shit, that I think is you're gonna get caught with it. You know what I'm saying? Usually that's because you stepping in and not active. But I gotta fix that. Yeah, it's holding up though. You see what I'm saying? Let me show you. I gotta go get a hanger. I could probably, that one right there, I could probably unscrew it. If it's a screw, yeah, it's a screw. I could put another one up there and then screw it back on. I don't know how they just did that because they galvanized, but they ain't the good galvanized one. So yeah, I hook my landlord up. He a cool dude, so I hook him up. He pretty much a cool dude. So yeah, man, you gotta do that because when it get water in there, then it get heavy. Yeah, man, I don't be tripping on that shit, man. People just be tripping, man. People just be tripping. You can't even. And in these boxing debates, right? That's where the arguments really go down. That's where it really goes down. And I don't really like getting into them. There's some channels in there that I go and do it on. But there's there's some channels I do it on, but there's a lot of channels I just can't. I'm not entertaining that shit. Every time, the last time I yelled at somebody on a live stream was with I Am in Will, and the other one was the other dude, and the one before that was Fred. And I always look back and be like, man, why the fuck I do all that yelling, man? That's just some lame ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I end up getting suckered into the argument or the yelling contest because people think that if they keep yelling, the other person can't talk and stuff like that. So they just keep on doing it. And I should have just, did what I did on there and not stoop to these dudes' level. You know what I'm saying? Not stoop to these dudes' level because I don't think that You know, as far as I'm concerned, there is no need to be yelling with nobody on this shit, man. You know, there is no need to be yelling with these dudes on here. They don't do you nothing. They don't do you no motherfucking good. And if you think it do you some motherfucking good, man, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Then, you know, that empowers you and shit. Uh, God bless you. You know what I'm saying? But you need to, but there's other things that we have to be looking at, like these stocks, these stocks, these stock options, pump and dumping some of these cryptos, making 25, 50, 100, 200, 300, 600, 800, 900. You know what I'm saying? Here and there. Um, you know, the main thing, the main goal about that is pumping and dumping and repeating and repeat. Um, and that way, when you start off with low money, uh, you you keep giving what you can and not the whole damn thing, and then you end up at $500. Then when you end up at $500, you keep doing it with less than 250. Then now you got a grand. Now you could still keep doing it with 250, or you could double up. But the best thing to do is to stay conservative, make your money, and get the fuck out. These cryptocurrencies is not designed for you to make money and make money by holding that shit in there to long. You know what I'm saying? So stock options. People could have made a lot of money with some stock options with this whole Kanye West thing. They could have made some money off of the Dana White thing if we were paying attention. As soon as we heard that next morning, we should have said that we should do the stock option event, whatever it's called, that it would go down $1, which it did, and we would have made, depending on how much you did it with, because stock options you can use margins. That basically means you can do fractions. That basically means you're not going to get all the money. That means you only get a fraction of the money, and and if you invested 200, you would have made probably like $1,000. You know, Ford and GameStop. Anytime a new Ford and GameStop. Anytime a new motherfucking anytime a new anytime a new game comes out and is at the end of the year, I mean, and you know it's rolling out at the end of the year, and you know Christmas is 3-4 months down the road. You can do a stock option those 3, 4, 5 months down the road. It's probably going to cost you a bit, but you know it's going to go up. You know what I'm saying? And so when you know it's going to go up, you're going to buy into it, and guess what? You're going to get your money. My buddy, he made when the PS5 came out. I didn't do as much as him because I was kind of nervous, but that dude made $15,000. $15,000 off of 500. So there's all kind of ways to do it, but I think stock options is the quickest and most affordable way, depending on what stocks you're buying, to make some money. There's a guy, his name's Stock Chris or something like that, black dude. He got some good stuff on there. That's a good dude to learn from. But I learned stock options on my own. It was a little bit difficult to understand at first, but it's not difficult to understand. You don't know nothing about stock options, so you have to read on it to understand it. Once you understand it, then then you do some more research, and then that's when you get into it. So you don't want to buy stock options when within a month of you doing research. You want to wait a little bit, and then say to yourself, you know what? You know, whether it's Robinhood or Webull or whatever the case may be, trade, Ameritrade, then you go look at that stock and you be like, you know what? If I did this stock option right here, and I put down X amount of money, so you basically you write it, you make your Excel spreadsheet, and it's like you buying the stock options, but you're not. You're just testing your knowledge. You see what I'm saying? That way, when you start pressing these motherfucking buttons, you know you're making a better somewhat of an educated opinion versus investing your money blindly. And the reason why I say to do that is because, you know, I fuck some money off, but I end up making more money than I lost, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I always tell people. Tech industry is always good. You can always invest in the stocks that give the best dividends. That's always your long haul ones. That's always the ones you just keep. And you have those dividends. You can set it up to where the dividends roll back into those stocks. And some companies, like I said, they give you the fraction. So if the stock is like Ford, if it's 19, if it's 9 or 15 bucks, and you only get 50 cents in dividends, it's gonna give you whatever point whatever in those stocks, which is always a good thing because you're not gonna miss that 50 fucking cent. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna miss that fucking 50 cent. You could just keep it rolling. So when your goal should be when you're buying these dividends, the stocks with the high dividends, which the stocks with the high dividends, they're either gonna give them out quarterly, monthly, semi-annually, or yearly, right? Whatever, right? And with that being said, the good thing about it is, one day you're getting 50 cents, the next day you're getting your next dividends, you're getting $5, then it's $10, then it's 20, and it's going up, then it's like $500, then it's like $600, then it's like $800, and your goal is to get enough. Your goal is to get enough to where your goal is to get enough to where you can live or you can subsidize your way of life with those dividends. You feel what I'm saying? You can subsidize your life with those dividends. That's the end goal of a lot of this stuff. You know, because put it to you like this. Okay, you get an IRA, you got your 401k or whatever. You know, these dudes is taxing you to take the motherfucking money out. The money that you put in there to stimulate the economy. The money that you put in there so you can help these banking companies or these whatever companies to leverage, because your shit is being leveraged. Your accounts is being leveraged. So there's equity, right? Right? So in turn, they making money off your shit, right? So what they do is they fucking you take out, and they gonna take some too. They gonna take their processing fees or whatever, and then Uncle Sam gonna swoop off out of the air, ha ha, and he gonna take some too. You know, that's why I tell folks, man, this is it's a cold game, but at the end of the day, if you getting, you know, if you can get your way to like at least 3 G's a month in dividends, man, 3 G's a month, man, in dividends, man, you really can't complain. Pay your little funky ass taxes on it, which at the end of the year is probably gonna be like real low anyways. It's probably gonna be real low. You know what I'm saying? It's probably gonna be real low. You can pay it as you go. You can always send a check in with a receipt and all that stuff. You can pay it as you go yourself. Or what you could do is you can keep it rolling. If you're getting three G's a month just in dividends off of some fucking stocks, and then you're getting a retirement check, right? And then who knows? Medicaid might still be around. You not Medicare, but what's that? Social Security. You balling. You could be retired. Working for another job part-time, getting 8 G's or close, just in your retirement fund. Balling. That's my motherfucking goal. Yeah. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. It's time for a drink.